Now you have a solid understanding of masking in After Effects. You are able to create complex masks and can animate them in either way. So in this lesson, we will learn about some advanced concepts of masking. So here I have created a composition and have imported an image. Now let's create a circular mask on it. Put it in center. So now we can create a stroke on our mask too. Just go to Effect, Generate, and apply stroke. Nothing will appear because stroke color is white. So let's change it to red. Now just increase brush size and it will increase the stroke width. But if we zoom it, you will notice that it has some edge feather. This is because brush hardness is 79%. Just keep it to 100% and it will make stroke edge solid. By opacity, you can control transparency of generated stroke and can create cool effects like this. Let me set it to 100 again. Fit screen. Now by start and end parameters, you can change stroke's start and end points. And when you have to change the direction of start and end points, just select the mask and press Ctrl T to open transform bounding box. And now you can rotate it to change the directions. Alright, let me undo it a couple of times. By spacing parameter, you can convert solid stroke into dots. And whenever you need tiny dots, just reduce brush size and it will reduce size of dots. If we set spacing to 0, it will make edges jerky. So to make it smooth, you need to increase its value. Well, I'm going to set its default value, which is 15. Now in paint styles, we have 3 options. So when we set it to on original image, it will create a stroke on image itself. If we set it to on transparent, it will just retain stroke and will hide the image. And if we set it to on reveal original image, it will reveal image only within the stroke width as you can see here. Just increase brush size and it will be more clear. If we increase spacing, it will convert the stroke into dots and we will get this new effect. Now let me delete this and show you another feature. Let's create a solid layer first. Call it BG for background. Keep it to the composition size and choose the color whatever you want. Just OK it and it will create a layer solid. Now I'm going to create a circular mask. Press V key to grab selection tool and place it in center. Now keep this mask 1 selected and press Ctrl D to duplicate the mask. Press Ctrl T and let's make mask 2 some bigger than mask 1. Duplicate mask 2 again and make it bigger than the mask 2. Just repeat the process one more time and create another bigger mask. So now we have 4 masks here and each mask mode is set to add by default. So they are getting added to each other and nothing will get changed. Now go to Effect, Generate and apply stroke. Let's change its color to dark red. And now increase the brush size. You can see it's applying stroke to mask 1 only. So from Path drop-down menu, you can select the mask on which effect should be applied. And if you want to apply effect on all masks, just check this all mask box and it will apply effect to all masks. And I am going to animate this end property. So add a keyframe on it. And also you will have same effect controls added to your layer, or you can also access it from the effect controls panel. Remain on the first keyframe and let's set end value to 0. Now place playhead to 2 seconds and increase its value to 100. If we preview the animation, it will play each path one by one because we have this stroke sequentially checked on. If we turn off this, it will animate all paths together. So this stroke effect is very handy and you can create cool animations with it. Now it's time to make a little animation with the mask stroke property. So I'm going to create a new composition and call it text. Now take text tool and click on the screen to create the text. I am just going to work on only one letter, and I am using monotype Cursive font right now. Open its scale property and make it bigger enough to work because we are going to create a stroke within it. Now open Align panel by going to Window, Align, and put text in the center of composition. Now let me close both of these panels. Let's take Pen tool and make sure this text layer is selected as we are going to create a stroke over this text. Now let's create path within the text. Keep it in shape of text so that when we create a stroke on the mask, it will grab text perfectly. And as before, use Alt key to break handles wherever you need it. And I am doing it here in 3 parts because if we do it in one path, our path will become very complicated and points will get messy, and I don't want that. Okay, first path is ready. Now let's create the other one. Keep text selected and draw another path so that our path will cover the whole text. Now I'm going to create the last path, which is this straight line. Perfect. So we have 3 mask paths here. Now select the text and go to Effect, Generate, and apply Stroke. Change its color to shade, and you can choose any color, it doesn't matter. Now increase brush size and keep brush hardness to 100% because we need solid stroke. Now let's increase this brush size so that it will cover the whole text perfectly. Now let's adjust notes and try to keep them close to the original text. And also try to keep paths as separate as possible. Well, it's impossible to do it with the same stroke width, but just try to make it close. Now go to Paint Style drop-down menu and select Reveal Original Image, and it will reveal the text here. As previously, I am going to animate End property, keeping this stroke sequentially checked on. Set it to 0 and add a keyframe. Now place playhead to the 1 second and set its value to 100. So it will reveal text something like this. Nice animation. Although we have some problems here. As you can see, in between keyframes, it's revealing text before than the path animation. This is because here our stroke width is more than the text width. So if we expand mask 1, here is our path, but it's revealing this additional text. So if we set it to on transparent, we can see stroke width is more than the text width. So it has some jugs. So what we need? We need to have this path some white on this part, and then it should be narrow here. So we cannot do this here. For this type of animation, we have to use write on effect, which we will learn later in this course. But now you have solid understanding of masking and you can create complex animations with it. In next lesson, we will learn about importance of layer stacking order.